I know you think screaming is going to help, but in reality, that's not going to do anything. You are not treating the issue at the root. You are just putting a band-aid over the problem. So there are situations that come up when you're a teenager that you just don't know how to handle because you were never taught coping skills. You were never taught how to process big emotions, never taught what the right or wrong thing was. And especially if you came from a Hispanic household, you were told to just freaking suck it up and move on. So our parents, God bless their souls, I think they just didn't know better. So they turned to other ways of managing our behavior. I just fully believe that those parents were never taught coping skills themselves. And so how are you going to pass on something that you were never taught? And I have a preteen son who's going into middle school, and he's a good kid for the most part, but I don't want to get into that situation where he's overwhelmed with all these new big feelings and not knowing how to cope with his emotions. I grabbed one of these coping skills for teens unleashed book. This is kind of like a guide to know what to do in certain situations. It has coping skills, coping strategies. It talks about managing anger, it talks about managing conflicts, how to have better relationships with your friends, how to avoid negative self-thoughts, preventing burnout. So much good stuff in here. Think of it kind of like therapy in a book. This is the ultimate guide. It's gonna give them so many resources, so many coping skills. If you have a preteen or a teenager who is starting to act up, I promise you it's probably not a behavior issue. It's probably not them trying to be difficult. It's most likely just a lack of coping skills. I urge you to get this book if you have a teenager at home. It's gonna help you so much. It's already helped us a ton just reading it the first few pages. This author is amazing. Sometimes they'll put it on sale. I'll tag it here for you below, but even if it's not on sale, grab it because it's 100% worth it.